Welcome back, YouTubers. This is Zero Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Subnautica. So it's been a little while since I've posted a new video on updates and stuff, but we've done quite a bit of work since we last saw our habitat. So let me show you around the habitat real quick and what's new and what's going on. In the bottom floor, I started constructing a lavatory. Now keep in mind this is purely just cosmetic. It doesn't serve any functional purpose, but I figured that it would still be cool to have a laboratory in our habitat. As you can see, I went back to the floating island and I got some lantern fruit, and this will be extremely good if you are playing on survival mode. Unfortunately, I'm not playing on survival mode purely for the purpose that I wanted to make good videos and not bog you guys down with the details. But food is quite essential to your survival if you are playing on that mode. Now the other big update is I have added a alien containment facility to my habitat. And as you can see, I've got a bunch of big creatures swimming around in here. You can actually go in, you can plant different things inside your habitat. As you can see, I've got a few things planted, and the eggs that you collect along the seafloor you can put in here and you can grow them. Now I've got this stalker in here. He's gotten super big. I don't know what to do with him. He won't die. They won't let me pick him up. So I am assuming that he's just going to continue to grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger. This might just be a glitch of the game. I don't think that he was supposed to get that big, but he has gotten rather big. And as you can see, it doesn't give me the option to get him out or to kill him. It just kind of swims around and around and around. So I suppose maybe we should get the other stalkers out of here before they get too big. However, right now my inventory says it's full. I really wish I could kill this guy though, because he makes my whole base glitch and it just looks really weird. But the other thing about the alien containment facility is that they don't bite you when they're actually contained, so that is a good thing. You can just kind of swim in there and take a look at what they're doing. Well, let's see what other updates we have. I've added a bunch of stuff so that we can take our Cyclops on different journeys. I have added a bunch of batteries and ion chargers because of how expensive the energy use is. So right here you see the power cell charger. And let's get over to the Cyclops so that we can see what upgrades we put in the Cyclops. Oh, I forgot to tell you the most important update. I have found my cuttlefish. Now these guys are super cute. They're super loyal. You can actually command them to do different things, and I have found two of them. One of them is a place where we're going, and I'll show you exactly where to get the eggs. As you can see, there's... Whoops, didn't mean to hit you. See, you can command them to follow, and you can command them to stay. That one I've already commanded to stay. Let's get this one commanded to stay. Oh, see, that's to follow. And that's to stop them from following. So right now they're both commanded not to follow. But they give you love wherever you go. They're like your best companion. You play tricks with them. They're super cute. They're a great addition to the game. We gotta make sure we love on both of them every day so that they stay our friends. I'm not sure that that's how the mechanics of the game work, but that's just a rule that I'm gonna abide by. So moving on to our Cyclops. As you can see right now, we don't have power. We're going to run upstairs and insert our charged batteries. We got 1, 2, 3. Run over to the other side. 4, 5, and 6. The rest of the batteries we're going to run over real quick and put them in our storage down here. We're going to name this first locker batteries. I made a whole bunch of extra power cells because I wanted the ability to do multiple trips in the Cyclops without worrying about running out of power. And I believe that's what we've gotten to now. You see over here they have built-in storage containers, which is really cool. You can actually make this kind of like your floating landfall or your vehicle, you know, like you don't really need a habitat after you have this, except that you do need a way to charge the battery, so habitat is along the way is always good to have. As you can see, I've put in a med kit fabricator, a regular, you know, fabricator for producing what we need. I still have 2 things I need to get rid of here. We'll get rid of them real quick. And moving on. I've also installed a radio here. It looks like I still need a few things to get the radio complete. Copper ore we need. But we can do those upgrades at a later time. So let's check on our power. We have 100% power. So I think what we're going to do at this point is... oh my goodness, excuse me. We are going to actually take the Cyclops over so that we can kind of use it as our floating base for the time being and get over to this lava field, which is my objective for the day. As you can see, I've put a sleep area also in the Cyclops. Just to kind of make it a little bit more homey. Place to sit. A shelving unit here. And if you were playing on survival mode, I also have my food here. Now this is the decoy loading tube. We are going to actually add this because we had the ability to get rid of decoys. And as you can see, we need a bunch of new supplies in order to. So for this journey, I'm actually going to get rid of the prawn suit. And we are going to use Seamoth 0 for our journey, because I have actually upgraded the Seamoth now to where it can go 900 feet, and I have also found an ion battery. So that ion battery allows you to go much farther. What's up, little guy? Have another cookie. So the kind of annoying thing about those cuttlefish is they definitely show up and they get in your way a little bit, but let's see some of the upgrades that we've done now on our Seamoth 0. We have the depth module MK3. That allows us to go to 900 feet. I've added the storage module, which is a huge plus because now you can take all the upgrades with you, as well as some other tools that you need on your journeys. We also have the perimeter defense and the hull reinforcement. Let me show you what's in the storage at the moment, what I'm taking with us. We've got the Sea Glide, which I don't think that we need, but it'll be a good thing to have. We've got a torpedo. We've got the torpedo system, the sonar, which will be useful once we get into the tubes. We've got an extra beacon just to mark our way, an extra battery, and two extra power cells. So as you can see, when I get into the the sea moth, our max depth is now 900 feet, which is going to allow us to do a lot more. So one last thing we have to do before we go is just redock the oh, another exciting thing that I've added. I have created through the vehicle or through the modification table these fins, and they're definitely not as fast as the other fins, but they charge your gear as you go, battery. So as you swim, they're actually charging the battery to whatever thing you have out. So you see I have my flashlight out now, but as I swim, you will see that the power gradually goes up. Let's see if I can replicate that. It doesn't go fast, but it virtually eliminates the need to carry extra batteries with you. As you can see, I was at 7, now I'm at 8, and I'll probably reach 8, 9%, 10% power before I even get to the... So that is by far enough to power your gear and to recharge it. I also am carrying my other fins with me in the sea moth, so that if we need a faster swim time, we have that. We are going to let this baby recharge, and we are going to get on our journey. Now, a good way to save on power is to toggle all the lights. I do have the engine efficiency module, so it really takes a long time before the power runs out on this, but like I said, I have plenty of additional batteries. Stay put, buddy. We will be back. So the lava field is definitely close to the floating islands where we've already been before. It's also where you get the habitat scans and other things such as that. We've already been through that in our previous videos. One thing I noticed on the Cyclops is that there's a horn here, and you can hear it as it goes off, so that's pretty awesome. So keep in mind that the lava fields, or the way to get into the Lost River, is really tight, so I'm not sure that we're going to actually be able to navigate the Cyclops into it, but like I said, we're going to use it as our home base. Not too far away now, 500 meters away. And I've actually marked the Lost River in a beacon so that we knew exactly where it was. Now, the Lost River contains 2 different alien facilities and a bunch of blueprints that you need to scan, as well as a few other odds and ends that are useful scans. Remember that if you're going to be exploring the Lost River, you need to take with you an orange tablet and a purple tablet, because they disengage the force fields that are there by default. Without them, you have to go all the way back and grab your purple and orange tablet. So we're getting close now to the floating island. We can see it in the distance. We are actually going to go to the right of the island. I mean the left of the island, sorry. Figure I would know my left from my right. And we are going to begin our descent. So you can see I have the Lost River beacon there. We're about 300 meters away from the entrance to the Lost River. And we are in the Grand Reef. Now, in my previous journeys, I've received multiple warnings that I need to make healing myself the biggest priority, because I am now like double infected. I am showing green stuff on my arms, and I think that has to be our main priority. But in order to get in there, we actually have to add the depth modules to the Cyclops and to the prawn suit. So I think that this is a good, safe place to leave our Cyclops. We're going to rig it for silent running. Power down the engine. And we are going to disembark. So we have it rigged for silent running. That disenables all these things. And let's get on to our sea moth. Whoa, this guy came with me. What's up, buddy? Now, you can't go where we're going. Where we're going, well, you just don't want to go. So you stay here nice and safe and sound. So we are going to begin our descent. There's a whole bunch of different holes and openings here that allow you to get down into the Lost River. You know once you're down into it, because you'll see all these blue globes. I think technically this is actually the Grand Reef. In the Grand Reef, gel sacks are very available. And it's just like a big cave system. It's very easy to get lost. But eventually, when you're down into the Grand Reef, there'll be a couple openings that you can follow to go even deeper. Now, you definitely need the upgrades for the sea moth in order to make this journey, because it does get fairly deep. And there are definitely a whole bunch of new creatures. So just looking around at this cavern, it's enormous. And it's very easy to get stuck in. So I definitely would not recommend coming in here without your sea moth, as you might not ever get out. Cinematically, it's beautiful down here. I mean, with the glowing orbs, and it goes for quite a ways, as you can see. So the next part of this is actually getting into the Lost River. So once you're down here, there's a whole bunch of different openings. There's two major ones, but there's also a few smaller ones. I have not been able to get the Cyclops down in here yet. Now down on the Lost River is where the Degrassi base is, or the proposed one is, and you can see it goes a lot deeper. So there's this opening here. There's also several other openings, but this is the one I've marked. As you can see, as you go down, there's a bunch of new creatures. And the landscape will begin to open up. It still looks like you're in the Grand Reef. However, when you get a little bit farther, you will actually see that the landscape itself opens up to reveal kind of like a green mist that we are going to get over to now. So here's the first proposed Degrassi habitat. And this is actually the one where you find the cuttlefish egg in. There's an opening here. We might as well just swim in there just for the heck of it. As you can see, there's an alien containment facility in here. There's new blueprints that you need in here. And the cuttlefish egg will be right here. At least the first one that I found. There's also another data box there. It's always good to revisit these just to see if I missed anything as far as scans go. And that looks like something is attacking us. Oh, that thing. So what these things do is they actually kill the power on your ship. They are called, I forget exactly what they are called. But as you can see, they temporarily cut off power to your vessel. And this thing is really coming after us. Get out of here. So we are just going to move right along through the caverns. As you can see in spots, it goes really deep. But we are looking to get down to the Lost River. I'm just trying to get away from some of these predators before we get down into it. So as you can see, you see the mist, the green mist start to grow here. And this is the beginning of the Lost River. And we are in the Lost River now. This biome is characterized by these green mists. I have not seen too many predators down here yet. But it also has a abundance of different whoa. So I guess you die immediately when you hit that green stuff. That is not something that I was aware of. And that is crazy. No vehicle docked. What? It's all the way down there? So I guess I am gonna have to swim down there. I don't know if I can actually make that swim. That's gonna be kind of a big deal. Let's try real quick though. Never hurts to try. Let's find our beacon. There it is. Now, we only have 200 seconds to get down there, so this is going to be kind of tricky. I don't know that we're actually going to have enough breath to get down there. We'll give it our best shot, though. As you can see, the green mist is starting. That's how you know that you've entered into the Lost River. We are about 200 meters away, so we might just make this. It's going to be a stretch, but I think we got it. Should have been charging my stuff this whole time. So the lesson we learned in this is you definitely cannot go in the green stuff or you die. I thought that it was just mist, but it is definitely more than just mist. So let's get on with our journey. So basically, once you get to the Lost River, you're just gonna follow along. There's a couple different paths you can go, but along the way you can see that there's ancient skeletons, which are very unique and cool. And you can scan each one of these ancient aliens, and they give you different biological data. Biographical? Yeah. This is the first alien opening to the facility that I was speaking of, and you need the orange tablet for this one. And inside you can see there's a bunch of different alien like containment and different things that you have to scan. There's also new information on what you need to heal yourself from the virus. Damage to plant life on the seafloor suggests this may be the migration path for huge bottom-dwelling life form. let's move on along the river. Now it's a bit easy to get lost in this river because there's just so many different ways you can go. I think we may be going back at the moment. I think we need to turn around. Look how beautiful that is. And it's got the like alien lights spotlighting on it, which is pretty cool actually. So this may looks kind of like a dead end. This may be just the entrance to where you need that orange tablet to make those scans. Gives you another PDA on how to cure yourself. It's really not necessary to have lights on down here. As you can see, I keep switching them on and off. So that makes it easy to conserve power on your sea moth. But overall, this biosphere is absolutely beautiful. It really looks like a foreign creature. An alien creature used to live here. So now we have a few new species swimming around. They look like giant caterpillars. I don't exactly know what those are. As you can see here, there is another skeleton. Very unique sounds going on. Creatures that just sound like you don't want to mess with them. This biosphere is huge, and I could see how people could very easily get lost in here. It's just a different way to go every turn you take. So over on this side, it looks like this is the Blood Kelp Forest entrance, which we don't want to get out yet, but I just wanted to show you guys the different ways in. I can see we have some rubies down here. So this would be the second entrance to the cave. We are going to get back down into it because we are not leaving yet. There's plenty more to explore. Now those guys, if they get their tentacles on you, they actually stop your power for a couple of seconds and you can't move. While we're here, we might as well see if there's any magnetite or anything we need. That looks interesting. It's a kind of like a green, oh, it's table coral. I'm not sure that you guys can hear it or not, but there's lots of sounds going on. Sounds like there's lots of creatures after us. Looking to see if there's any resources that we have yet to scan. There's lots of different, as you can see, like skeletal remains of different things. And a bunch of new creatures. The reason you guys see me keep doing the perimeter defense is because I hear loud noises behind me and I think they're trying to attack me, so I'm just taking some preemptive measures. As you can see, we're reaching around 800 feet, 800 meters. It's pretty deep. You definitely cannot make this journey without the upgrades on the sea moth. We have another skeleton here. But as you follow along, you see that we're actually getting down even farther. Now this might be the deepest I've ever gone. We might have to get out and scan this real quick because I'm not even sure what this thing is. It looks like the tree of life, but giant cove tree. Let's see what this thing does. As you can see, it's super beautiful in here. Well, let's see what the super cove tree is. Giant cove tree. A vast tree encountered in the deep cove, and is only one of its kind encountered on the planet. The tree is surrounded by rays grazing on its pink outer leaves. The bark, a hardy, fast-growing bark. Ghost Leviathan eggs. These branches are wrapped around a number of maturing eggs belonging to the species designated Ghost Leviathan. This tree appears to be on ancient nesting grounds. The eggs were laid when the tree was young, and now the branches protect and grow with them as they wait the right conditions. So we are actually going to hop out and see if we can't find us some ghost leviathan eggs. Not even sure what they would look like. Nickel ore? Doesn't seem like we're able to get to the eggs. But we are going to see what else we can find. So I'm not actually seeing a way that we can pick up these ghost leviathan eggs, which is disappointing because I think that's one of the things that we need to heal ourselves. But let's take a closer look. I may just be missing something. Gotta grab some air real quick. Oh, yeah. I know. I don't actually see a way into here. Thought I saw a scanner tip there for a second. I wonder if we can blast it. No, of course not. So I guess this tree is mainly for decoration. I would love to get my hands on one of those ghost leviathan eggs. Let me in! Let me in! Let me in! Let me in! Nope, not gonna happen. So I'm not seeing anything of interest in this particular area. I'm gonna swim over here real quick, see if there's anything over here. Don't see anything there either. Well, I guess we should move on, as I don't believe that there's anything here that we can get. Let's keep going a little bit deeper. And we are approaching our max rate that we can go down. Well, I think we are going to have to get out and swim. See what other treasures behold under here. It's beautiful down here. I'm not seeing anything of value down here. This might be the entrance to the lava fields, though. We are just going to take another quick look. And this is actually the entrance to the inactive lava fields, as you can see. So this is where we need to heal ourselves. Now real quick, I am going to go back because I'm dying rapidly. I think that the only way that we are going to be able to transverse this terrain, though, is to get what we need as far as upgrades for... We are going to need the upgrades for the prawn suit. Because the prawn suit is probably the only thing that is going to be able to get in here deep enough. But we'll just take a look anyway. I think that we need to probably change our other fins and get out the sea glider in order to get down there a little bit farther. Let's see if we can check it out, because I know that we need some Kraken. I forget what the exact thing is, but we need it in order to upgrade our... Grab an extra battery. Let's get some air. And let's go check it out again. Now we definitely don't want to get lost down in here. But there is a very special mineral that we need down in here in order to make the upgrades. So maybe we will be able to find it before we die. Maybe not. Seems like everything is really far down. I know that we're not supposed to touch the bottom down here. It's copper ore. It's like called not kryptonite, but it's similar to that. And so far I'm not seeing any. But that's definitely what we need in order to upgrade the depth modules to our So we'll take one more look. See if we can't get down there. Our objective today was to find out where the lava field was. I think we can take it a little bit deeper.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Yeah, I know. Let's give her another go real quick. I saw in other YouTubers' videos that they kind of look like crystals. Gel sacks. Fortunately, if we don't find them soon, this is going to be the last pass we're going to be able to take on this. As you can see, I'm clearly going to die. I'm still not seeing anything. Gonna have to get back up to our sea moth. Mushrooms. We'll give it one more go though. I'm just testing the water to see how far down we can go without getting stuck, still having time to come back. As you can see, my sea glider is still charged at 100%, so that makes it really useful.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Warning.
Last
So we are
surrogate
not going to be able to do it in this episode. But we did accomplish our goals, guys. So that is the Lost River, and that is how to find it, and that is also how to find the lava zone. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned next time. We're going to get those depth modules for the Cyclops, and we are going to get even deeper down there so that we can complete our missions. Join us next time, guys. We're going to come back to you with some great Subnautica action.